Welcome to the ankle pain-free movement session. Kim Bond, I'm going to be your coach today, taking you through the ankle movements. Ask you to bring a chair, a towel, and a stick. Stick mostly for balance, chair for a little bit of balance, but also so we can sit on. So you can see I have my Crocs on, but you can take your shoes off. It would be best to do this class, this session, if you take your shoes off. So I'm going to take mine off right at the beginning here to start that off right. Throw those off to the side, and you've noticed what I've got is a towel, and I have rolled it up. I have to have two in here. Depending on your ankle range of motion, you might use one or you might use two. If you use one towel, you will have a little bit less range of motion to work with, but if you have an ankle injury or any pain in your ankle, I suggest a smaller one as opposed to a larger one. So then, if I do have a really good ankle position, it is squishy too. I can just roll it in here and I can change it at any point in time and make it bigger or smaller. So that's what I really like about the towels. So I'm going to put the towel right down onto the ground, and I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to do some stuff with this towel. So I'm going to take make sure my stick doesn't fall. I'm going to take the towel, put it under my feet, and I'm going to use it as a roller, and I'm going to point and flex my feet. So you can use your stick, you can hold your stick if you like. You can put your stick onto your knees. Don't want the knees to be doing a whole lot. We're just pointing and flexing those feet. Pull the heels back, point the toes forward. So what we're working with is just a mobility action on the ankles. The support of the arch underneath allows the foot to move a little bit more because it's stabilizing the actual ankle joint that's happening right in there. You're taking it to a tension on a scale of 1 to 10. Take it to about a 4 or 5. And as you start to move through that and it opens up a little more, you can take it up to a 6 or 7. So we're looking to make sure that the ankles move forward and backwards first, and a good degree angle while you're walking is about a 20 degree, what they call dorsiflexion, is when your toe is up. So that will help you to give a really nice gait pattern for your walk. So keeping pushing and pulling there, just rolling the ankles. Now we're going to do a little bit of stretching. So I'm going to take my towel, pull it closer. I'm going to put the pads of my feet, but lift my toes up. And then I'm going to lift my heels up and drop it down. Push the pad of the feet in, lift my heels up, and drop it down. Push it in, lift it up, drop it down. Up and down, nice and easy. Cracky, cracky, feeling the mobility a bit. 2 more, and down. Then we're gonna go a little bit deeper. We're gonna push that towel out and make it go a little bit deeper on that. So then we're going to push that out, just move it with your feet, right here. So I'm going to do it 1 foot. I'm going to hold 1 foot there, and I'm going to put 1 foot there, and I'm going to push that one down and drop the ankle. Push that one down and drop the ankle. So just moving this one side, making sure I'm focusing on this one side. Yep. 1 more, then I'm going to go to the other side. Perfect. I'm going to put that one down there. Drop that one so I feel that pressure on the foot, heel down and up. And you can just have your stick off to the side, whatever's comfortable. If you like it to support you, that's what's nice about it. But our focus is down at the feet right there. Then we're going to do a little bit of movement on those feet. Yep, perfect. So now that we've gotten that little bit of forward and backwards, we're just going to push it here a little bit, move them out, opposite rock them, push them down. Rock it down, heel and toe, heel and toe. Yep. Then we'll just lift that up, give that a little bit of a circle, one direction. Circle it in the other direction. We'll drop that side down, circle this one up. Circle that one up. Right? Pull it up, move them around a little bit, march it out a little bit. I want to pull it to the side a little bit. So I'm going to take my towel, pull it off to the side. Make sure when you lean down there, nice and core is nice and tight. But I'm going to lean back a little bit. I'm keeping my stick off to the side here. I'm going to keep my foot to the side, and I'm just going to drag it along the floor and then bring it back. Just drag it along the floor and use the floor as a little bit of resistance or a little bit of pull to give that a stretch. We're going to do 3 more of those, and then we'll do 6 on the other side. That's 4. Yeah, just a nice easy slide. Don't push it hard. 5. And then 6. Yeah, and then the other side here, just take that over there, put it out there a bit, just so the foot's on a little bit of an angle and you can feel it like sweep the floor. 5. Just stretches the outside for that high ankle. 3. Nice. Last two. One more. Perfect, right there. And then just wiggle those feet out, give them a little bit of a lift. Yeah, move those toes around. Let's really wiggle those toes out, spread them out and pull them in, and spread them out and pull them in. Okay, so now we're going to go to the standing portion. Easy enough. We're just going to move that towel off to the side. I'm not going to use that towel right now. I'm going to use my stick off to the side. So you can use your chair for balance. You can use your wall for this one. We're going to now put pressure onto that forward and backwards. So I've got my chair pretty stable for me. And what I'm using my chair for is a guidance, so I know that my hips aren't going forward and back, because I want to focus on my ankle. So I want to get fairly close to my chair. Abs are tight, shoulders are back. I'm going to lift up through the heels and drop down. And then I'm going to pull those toes all the way back, but out flexing the hips or the knees. And then up onto the toes, like you're doing wearing high heels. And then all the way back, toes up, heels down, space under the front of those feet. I'm going to do that 4 more times, keeping the core nice and tight. If you need to hold on to the wall is fine as well. Don't bend the hips. When we bend the hips, that's compensating for the ankles. Pull it back. Good. We've got 2 more times. You got to work on this one to get rid of that stiffness. Good. Keep the hips strong. One more time. Up. Perfect. And now we're just going to take it back and give them points. Point the toe, point the toe, point the toe, point, point. Yeah, keep pointing, point. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Just marching that out. Okay, now we got to pull to the side, just like we did before. You can lean against the wall. You can use your chair if you'd like to. Or just pull it to the side. 6 of them. Bend slightly. 5. Yeah. 4, just a little sweep. 3, keeping that core tight. Last 2. One more time. Good, we're going to the other side, marching that out a little bit, feeling those feet, warming them up. Good, get nice and stable, abs are tight, shoulders are back. Let's go for 6 and 5. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. One more sweep. Yeah, beautiful. Now we're just going to march those feet out a little bit. And what I want you to do is just think about putting them down onto the ground and moving out the feet like they're hands and walking through those feet. Yeah, moving those ankles. So now let's just lift one up, give it a flex and a point, roll out the ankle, roll it the other way. Now we're going to put that together with what I call a curtsy, not lunge, but a curtsy calf raise, other side. And we're going to use the ankle and the knee joint together because they do come together, so we want to make sure they're strong when they actually do come together. So we use the calf muscles when we go up, but we also use the calf muscles when we do this little drop in. So it's going to be a lift, curtsy, come out of the curtsy, and then a drop. Abs are nice and tight, shoulders are back. We're going to go up on the toes, curtsy into the knees just a little bit, feeling the core, come up, straighten it up, and then drop the heels. Heels, knee bend, knee straight, heel drop. Heel, knee bend, knee straight, heel drop. Keep that core, don't lock anything, make sure it's smooth. Knee bend, lengthen, and down. You can do this with the wall, right? Up, in, up, and down. 2 more. Up, in, up, and down. 1 more. Up, in, up, and down. Beautiful. Now we're just going to shake those feet out as well. Give that a little bit, so we put a lot of pressure on that. We should be starting to feel that, which is awesome, on those feet. March them out, march them out. Perfect. Now we're going to take it down to the floor and do an exercise, a couple exercises to finish it off there, so we don't need the chair anymore. But you could grab your mat or your towel if that works for you. I'm just going to come down to the floor because I can in my spot. So I'm going to be down on my knees. If I need to put the towel on my knees, I will. I'm going to come into this semi-lengthened position where on one knee, a tripod, and my hands are the other portion of a tripod. And I'm going to go through a movement sequence of my ankle. I'm going to push my ankle back till I feel a little bit of tension. Then I'm going to rock it a couple times, push it back to even it out, and then I'm going to pull that foot forward and stretch the front of it. I'm going to do that 5 more times. Push it back, rock it, push it back again, pull it forward, and do it again. Push it back. Keep that core engaged a little bit while you're rocking that ankle, stretching it out. No reason to move quickly through it. Just rock it and mobilize it. Little pushes, no higher than an RPE of 7. Back. We got 2 more times and then we're done this side. Lengthen out the front of that leg. Beautiful. One more time. Back, side to side. Push. Lengthen right there, and then we're going to go to the other side. I'm going to flip it just so you can make sure you can see my other side. And we're going to take that leg, lengthen it straight out. Push back through that heel, rock it side to side, and then pull that foot forward. And again, push that heel back, rock it side to side, feeling that tension a bit, but it shouldn't be painful. And then bringing it back. 4 more times. Keep that chin tucked back a little bit. And forward. 3 more times. Last 3. And back. Nice. Last 2, my little crack in my foot. Remember, it's just to get mobility. Good. And 1 more time. Side to side. And push. And in. Perfect. Now I'm just going to sit it back, keep those feet open. Keep that open if you can. Right here is fine. We're going to take this up to a standing position. We're going to finish off with some balance to see how all that warm up on the ankle and all the mobility is done. Core is tight. Always make sure you're standing. Push through those legs. Come on up to standing position. Shake that out. For functional balance, we want 30 seconds of static balance. So we're going to do our best. Not going to really count it out, but we're going to teach you how to anchor your foot. So that outside leg, shoulders are back and down, core is tight, foot is solid, knee is soft, hip is soft, rib cage is up and back, chin is tucked in, palms are up, shoulders are back and down. We lift and we hold. Find a focal point. Keep that focus. Hold that steady. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release that down. So the whole idea is your ankle is really moving a lot. Those are called proprioceptors. But as you start to get really good at the balance, they will calm down a bit. Do not overreach it. Don't fall and have to correct yourself. That just throws the whole system off. Make sure you're aware you're someplace where you can maybe self-spot. So an idea of a self-spot is where you just tap that toe down and pick it back up. So I'm probably going to have to do that on this side. Shoulders back and down. I'm going to anchor that foot down. Push it down. Knee is soft. Hip is soft. Rib cage is up and back. Shoulders are back and down. Thumbs are up. Gives you a little bit of stability. Lift that leg. Find a focal point. Right, keep it down. Little soft spot. Tight. Push that foot into the ground. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1, and put that down. So use that little self-spotter. March out on those feet. I want to grab the bottom of that ground. Yep, move those feet around. Yep, now we're just going to put that ankle down and give it a little roll. Yep. Shake it out, then the other one, we give it a little roll. See how it feels. And move it out. So there we have a little bit of ankle connected up to that knee. And we've got a little bit of strengthening and mobility. Kim Bond, True Northwest Academy. You'll find me up on Facebook in the True Northwest Academy community group, and anything for food cooking research, anything to do with food will be in the Pantry Club. Up on YouTube, like, subscribe, and share. Enjoy